Hey everyone, it's Tdawg here at Tdawg Trading. Thanks for watching my video today. I really appreciate it. Today we got some live trading action. I think you'll enjoy it. You're going to have a lot of examples, unfortunately, today on what not to do. Today was not a really good trading today. I did pull it out though. I went red to green, baby, and that's what really matters. So if you're into day trading and like looking at it live from the perspective of the person making the trades, then hit that like button and please subscribe so you can get some hold of some future content. Thanks so much, and let's jump to the action. Okay, good morning. So today is May 24th. Got a few stocks on the watch list today, but I'm really not expecting the day that I had yesterday on SIGA, or SIGA. I do think we might get some movement on GOVX today. Depending on what SIGA does today, we might be able to take a look at that as well. Let's look at GOVX. All right, GOVX is going, isn't it? It is up to 266. I am going to get it ready just in case. Just in case GOVX. It needs to pull back here. GOVX is definitely in the game. In fact, it's looking like a high probability play at this point. But again, SIGA, that was obviously what we had, a lot of action on yesterday. To the short side, as you can kind of see, I started right around this range. Had a couple trades on it pre-market, but it was definitely an interesting circumstance. So let me do something really quick. 262. It's 23 cents. Let's call it $30,000. Is about 1.3. So I can take 3,000 shares. This is a little extended though. This move is extended. I do not like how extended this is. So didn't mean to jump right in the possibility of trading right out of the bat. But as you can kind of see from the gap scanners, we're not playing with a whole lot. We have CTEK, which is essentially a buyout. BIMI, looked horrible. It just doesn't. It's not. I don't really like trading stocks below $1 anyway, so that's not something that I would typically do. Obviously, this is BIMI. Again, back on the scanners, we've got ZVO. That's one that I did add to the watch list to kind of keep it on watch. But so I think, really close to the open. Let's go back here to GOVX. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Maybe I can get a bear flag on this, but let's see what happens here at the open. Not broke yet. It's just been right there. I wouldn't call it false breaking, but I think it is false breaking here on the 1 minute. I haven't taken any trades yet. We've got 3 minutes to the market open. GOVX is the most interesting right now. Ooh, I almost entered in. Got my hand on the hotkey. As you can tell, other than ZVO, all of my watch list items are continuation plays from prior day momentum. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause and let's see what we can get. I'm actually hoping for a pullback here. I'm hoping that it just pulls back a little bit here. I think it needs to consolidate. I have to be careful on this at the open because it is extremely extended. but it does definitely wants to pop. 45 seconds to the open, 15 seconds to the open. Have to be careful on this. I'm going to do partial size if I do jump in. 3 seconds. Market is open. Yeah, this is a good time to consolidate. Let's let it figure out what it wants to do. I'd like to see it get down here to the I'd love to see it drop down to about 240, honestly. Being patient. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Ooh, almost bought that dip there. And I will buy the VWAP dip. I would love to see it come down here to VWAP. Should have bought it at 250. What was it? 257. A low volume pop. Just being patient here. It's got a good volume profile though. Definitely a good volume profile. Let's pull back some. Let's get down to VWAP. All right, I'm in for 1,000 shares long. I'm intentionally going to try to build a position. So I'm going to try. I'm not going to. 250 is my stop, and I'm going to try to add to my position along the way. I added 500 more. I got 1,500 shares. I got that around 276. Gonna add 500 more if it gets to 269. Got a 262 order out there. Total of 3,000 shares. All right, let's keep curling. Right now I've got about $1,500 worth of risk out there. Do a VWAP there. Looks like I'm going to stop out of 1,000. Come on, get back over VWAP. Damn it. It's getting ready to. No matter how you slice it, when I was cutting up this video, I just realized just really how bad of a trade this was. I should have taken $400 or $500 worth of profit. When this was sitting around 290, I actually tried to use a shortcut, one of my um, hotkeys, and it just didn't execute correctly. I don't know if that was something I did or it was a system issue. I'm still going to research that, but this is a bad trade, so I just thought I would chime in and I took a $418 loss, and I just shouldn't have. What was the log? That was 266. And so here I was doing a bad job narrating. I've got an order out there for 1,000 shares at 268. And I'm hoping for a dip opportunity so that I can catch some of these dips. I also have a 3,000 share order at 256, just in case, it comes down that far. I really believe it's working in this area. So I just filled 1,000 at 268. Damn. I do not get got filled, a little bit in there on that second order. Is it going to keep coming down though? This is an example of me playing the range. Yeah, you see the wedge, the top and the bottom of the wedge. I'm thinking that it's not going to go all the way down to the bottom. So I'm trying to get an entry here near the bottom of the wedge, and I'm going to sell at the top of the wedge. I might keep some for the breakout, but the goal is to for the stock to kind of go up and down, and I'm buying near the bottom and selling near the top. Interesting. All right, are we going to get filled at 257? Is it going to come down here? I think we'll get a pretty good pop if it can just get through that seller. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on, get me out at 277. 274 on the ass, 275. 2 more cents. Come on. Oh well. On a 1500. Just wanted to take a little bit off the table. I added 1,000 shares there on that dip. And here's the, I'm surprised I didn't have a bigger buy on this dip, but this is a classic dip and rip. Love this when this happens near the end of a wedge. So this is almost what you live for when it comes to trading. But when you already have this wedge set up, you're not worried too much about that type of dip. In fact, it usually
looks like I got a
provides,
partial
a
fill.
lot of people will put orders near that bottom to, to be able to capitalize on it. This is definitely a breakout. I feel the need to take a little bit off the table if I can. 278, that was filled. Got some good volume here. 281, I'm going to take a little bit more off the table. If I can get filled. That'll leave me with 1,000 shares. Get filled. Just don't trust it. Took half off the table there. All right, I'm all out. Got me back into the green. Now this trade was totally me chasing it. So I'm sitting there chasing the break, and I really, I think there's some reasonings as to why I chased it, but again, it consolidated a little bit,
500
and
shares at 308.
at the end of the day,
I think
I
this thing
didn't
can
take
come back
profit
down
when
to
I needed
3.
to. So that was, this
I'm
was
gonna put an order
a
out
little bit of
there
a me
to buy the
chasing.
dip at 301.
Here's me adding 1,000. Half off the table. I like money. In hindsight, I should have taken it all off the table. Question. Oh, I actually had to bleep out some language on this flush. So, you're welcome. All right, I'm committed. So as you can see here, I have two different stop range orders. I've got one that basically has my 2,200 shares. I'm shooting for a profit of 330 and a stop loss at 271. And then the other I have just a profit of 306 with a stop at 271 for 800 shares. Both of those stops are at 271.
and um, and right now, obviously, we're sitting at about 277. And I stopped out. So now that puts me at minus 649.94, unfortunately. Looking here at GOVX again, thinking I can get my money back. 1,000 shares, 281. Do a little chipping away here. Let's fill that. Let me get a little bit out of this. All right, 1,050 shares left. There we go. I'll get back in on the dip. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't take the rest of the profit off the table. Not not red to green yet, but 297. I was hoping to get a little lower than that. Now I'm at 296. 2,000 shares. All right. It's taking a little risk off the table. 298. Just reducing risk. All right, I'm in. I'm at 294. Here we go. We're here just again, mitigate risk. Mitigating risk. 296. Oh, there we go. Come on, sell it. 299. Let me take half off the table here. Come on. 299. There we go. Ready to cancel that stop order and ready to take some profits. Okay. That's not good. Stopped out. 292. Quick scalp. Do I got to be the last 306 shares at 293 to get filled? No, that's not a good fill. So I knew this thing was just getting ready to fall off a cliff. So I was watching intently. Threw an order out there for a dip. Put an order out there on the ask. Felt really good about it bouncing up. In fact, I could have held out for more, but didn't. But it filled. It's nice. That was a nice little dip trade. Sitting there, took a quick 1,000 shares, and I'm out. I was just trying to get over it, get into the green. Whew. All right, folks. Well, that's how the day is going to end. I'm excited about being up 53.63 today.
uh, after being down over $600 early, and I just didn't want to give back, all the gains from yesterday, and I came close to giving back 12, 13%, but now, um, you know, now it's gonna be good. So, I'm gonna consider today a huge success to being in the green, and I think we'll have some plays possibly tomorrow on GOVX. I expect aftermarket likely for GOVX to take a pullback, and we'll get some opportunities over three. How did we get today? We got 338. So maybe there's a move, but GOVX needs to, uh, it needs to pull back a little bit more, I think, based on the move that it's made, over these last three trading sessions. So it really, I mean, yes, it took a little bit of a pullback earlier today, but stopped me out once, right? But hey, so anyway, thanks for sticking this far, and press that like button if you can, and subscribe if you're interested in these types of videos. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.